Sai Ram. Let us maintain silence until the bhajan commences. Thought for the day: speak always softly, sweetly, and truthfully. Do not indulge in reviling anyone. Baba. Sai Ram. Let us please maintain silence until the bhajan commences.
Today, we will meditate on the Jyoti. Please sit up straight and make yourselves comfortable. Breathe in deeply and breathe out slowly. Breathe in deeply and breathe out slowly. Breathe in deeply and breathe out slowly. Relax yourselves. Please focus your eyes on the Jyoti at the altar. The Jyoti is the light of divinity, the symbol of happiness, love, and peace. While closing your eyes, bring this light of divinity into the center of your forehead. Please repeat the following after me silently. My forehead, touched by this light of divinity, is full of good thoughts. The light of divinity sharpens and improves further my intellect. The light of divinity travels downwards into my heart. The lotus of my heart opens petal by petal to receive this light of divinity. My heart, filled with this light of divinity, is full of happiness, love, and peace. Happiness, love, and peace. The light of divinity travels further downwards and touches both my feet. My feet, touched by this light of divinity, will only take me in the path of Dharma. The light of divinity moves upwards and touches both my hands. My hands, touched by this light of divinity, will be used to do good and serve all, especially the poor and the needy. The light of divinity moves up to my mouth and sits on my tongue. My tongue, touched by this light of divinity, will always speak the truth. I will always speak in a soft and loving manner to everyone. The light of divinity moves further into my ears. My ears, touched by this light of divinity, will only hear what is good. The light of divinity now moves further up into my eyes. My eyes, touched by this light of divinity, will only see the goodness and the divinity present in every being. The light of divinity grows bigger and brighter and covers my entire body. Now, my whole body is filled with this light of divinity. I am in the light, and the light of divinity is within me. I am the light. I am happiness. I am love. I am peace. I am happiness. I am love. I am peace. I am happiness. I am love. I am peace. I will only pass happiness, love, and peace to all my family members and to all who come in contact with me. People whom I know and people whom I do not know. Please, Swami, help me to see the divinity within all and treat all alike. Wherever I go, I must make everyone happy. Everyone must be happy to have me around them. Swami, please help me. Please shower me with the energy and courage required to face all the challenges in being one of your effective instruments. Please, Swami, instill in me the self-confidence and the self-discipline required to follow your 9-point code of conduct. Help me, Swami, to live my life as your message. Dear Swami, my life as your message. Now, Please remain immersed in this light of divinity and feel the warmth of the light. Surrender whatever difficulties you are facing at the moment to Swami, who is residing in your heart. Listen to the voice within you and use this voice within you to guide you always. Open your hearts and charge up yourselves with all the positive vibrations generated during the bhajans.
यतानः सर्वमिज्जगतयक्ष्मगुं सुमना असत् अध्यवोचत दिवक्ता प्रथमो दैव्यो विशक् अहीकुश्च सर्वान् जम्बयन् सर्वाश्च यातु धान्यः असो यस्ताम्रो अरुण उत भभ्रुः सुमङ्गलः ये चेमागुं रुद्रा अपितो दिक्षु श्रुता सहस्रशो वैशागुं एतयीमहे असो यो वसर्पति नीलग्रीवो विलोहितः उतैनं गोपा अत्रिषन्नुद आर्यः उतैनं विश्वा भूतानि सदृष्टो मृतयातिनः नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय मीदुषे अतो ये अस्य सत्त्वानोऽहं तेभ्यो करन्नमः प्रमुञ्च धन्वनस्त्वमुभयोराज्ञयोर्जां याश्च ते हस्त इषवः पराता भगवो वपा अवतत्य धनुस्त्वगुं सहस्राक्षसतेषु ते निशीर्य शल्यानामुका शिवो नः सुमना भवा विद्यं धनुकपर्दिनो विशल्यो बाणवागुम् उता अनेशन्नशेषव आभुरस्य निषङ्गतिः याते हेतिर्मीडुस्तमहस्ते बभूव ते धनुः तयास्मान् विश्वतस्त्वमयक्ष्मया परिभुजा नमस्ते अस्त्वायुधायानाथताय कृष्णवे उभाभ्यामुत ते नमो बाहुभ्यां तव धन्वने परिते धन्वनो हेतिरस्मान् वृणक्तु विश्वतः अतो यिषुधिस्रवारे अस्मन्निदेहितं नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः। शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः यदक्षरपदभ्रष्टं मात्राहीनं तु यद्भवेत् तत्सर्वं क्षम्यतां देवा नारायण नमोऽस्तु ते विसर्गबिन्दुमात्राणि परपादाक्षराणि च न्यूनानि चातिरिक्तानि क्षमस्व ईश्वर अपराधसहस्राणि क्रियन्ते हर्निशं मया दासोऽयमिति मां मत्वा क्षमस्व ईश्वर अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम तस्मात् कारुण्यभावेन रक्ष रक्ष ईश्वर। हरिः ओं तत्सत् श्री ईश्वरार्पणमस्तु। स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
लम्बोदरा जय गौरी लम्बोदरा जय गौरी प्रणाम
दया सागरा करुणा करा दया सागरा करुणा करा जय जगदीश्वरा साईश्वरा जय जगदीश्वरा साईश्वरा जया सागरा करुणा करा भुवनेश्वरा अखिलेश्वरा भुवनेश्वरा गुणगंभीरा साईश्वरा गुणगंभीरा साईश्वरा बोलो जय जयकार बोलो जय जयकार बोलो जय जयकार साईं बाबा की बोलो जय जयकार साईं बाबा की पतित पावना हे घनश्यामा साईं गोपाला हे घनश्यामा हे मां भगवान साईं भगवान हे मां भगवान साईं भगवान साईं राम साईं राम साईं बोलो जय जयकार बोलो जय जयकार
श्री साई नादा गुरु गोविंदा गुरु गोविंदा श्री साई नादा गुरु गोविंदा गुरु गोविंदा आरती तुरी चरण जय गोविंदा तुरी चरण जय गोविंदा आरती तुरी चरण जय गोविंदा
Let us observe a minute of silent prayer. साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। The Sarva Dharma prayers beginning with the Christian prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Buddhist prayer. Buddham Sharanam Gacchami, Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami, Sangham Sharanam Gacchami, Buddham Sharanam Gacchami, Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami, Sangham Sharanam Gacchami, Buddham Sharanam Gacchami, Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami, Sangham Sharanam Gacchami. Poornima. Om Mani Padme 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 Om Mani now recite the Mahamrityunjaya mantra 3 times and pray for the health of all those who are not well. Let us pray that Swami will bless them with the health and strength to recover. Trambakam yajamhe sugandhim pushtivardanam urvarukamiva bandhanat mrityormukshiramamritat. Om Trambakam yajamhe sugandhim pushtivardanam urvarukamiva bandhanat mrityormukshiramamritat. Om Trambakam yajamhe sugandhim pushtivardanam urvarukamiva bandhanat mrityormukshiramamritat. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Asato ma sargamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma amritam gamaya. Asato ma sargamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma amritam gamaya. Asato ma sargamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Living in humble salutations to the divine lotus feet of Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Dear respected elders, akkas, annas and children, Om Shri Sai Ram.
Saram everyone. We feel blessed and excited to invite all of you all to this long-awaited Guru Poornima celebration here at SSBC Bandar Klang for the year 2022.
We're indeed excited to be gathered under one roof here today, and also without forgetting the ones who are joining live, who are joining at home from the live stream on YouTube to observe this holy and auspicious occasion in the divine remembrance of Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba.
With the divine blessing of Bhagavan, me, Sister Kishani,
And me, Sister Jiva Prabha, will be a living MCs through this fun and exciting occasion.
so Jiva, shall we start our program?
Of course, I've been so excited, for the past 1 week, especially after the dry run rehearsals. It's going to be so much fun. But just before all the fun begins, let us give a warm welcome to the Secretary of SSBC Bandar Klang, Mohan Ram Anna, to give the opening address and officially begin the night-long celebration. Saram Anna, the floor is yours.
చుక్కలన్నీయు బ్రహ్మ,
Stars are divine.
సూర్యుడు ఒక బ్రహ్మ,
Sun is God.
చంద్రుడన్నను బ్రహ్మ,
So also the moon.
జలము బ్రహ్మ,
Water is God.
స్వర్గమన్నను బ్రహ్మ,
The heaven is divine.
వైకుంఠమది బ్రహ్మ,
The paradise.
తల్లియు బ్రహ్మయే తండ్రి బ్రహ్మ,
Mother is God. Father is God.
భాగ్యం వది బ్రహ్మ,
The wealth.
వాలక్ష్యమది బ్రహ్మ,
The liberation.
జీవించుటది బ్రహ్మ, జీవి బ్రహ్మ,
The very life and the individual.
పుట్టించునది బ్రహ్మ,
The cause for our birth.
పోషించునది బ్రహ్మ,
The sustainer.
గిట్టించునది బ్రహ్మ,
For annihilation.
గృహిణి బ్రహ్మ,
The wife.
కాలమంతయు బ్రహ్మ, కాలంబు బ్రహ్మ,
The body.
ప్రకృతి అంతయు బ్రహ్మ, మన ప్రేమ బ్రహ్మ,
The nature is God. Love is God.
సర్వమును బ్రహ్మ,
Everything is
మరియు
divine.
ఈ సభయు బ్రహ్మ,
And this assembly is divine.
సత్యమును తెలుపునట్టి ఈ సాయి బ్రహ్మ,
Sai who speaks truth here is Brahma.
ఇంతకంటను వేరెత్తి ఎరుగపరతు,
What more is to be expressed?
సాధు సద్గుణగణ్యులవు సభ్యులారా, సాధు సద్గుణగణ్యులవు సభ్యులారా,
The members of this assembly who are pious and noble, what more is to be communicated to you?
Sai Ram, my humble pranams at the lotus feet of Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Sai Ram, a very good evening to everyone. What more can I communicate, right? Swami himself has said, all of you are gathered here with his divine blessing, all the pious and noble people, right? But yet, we need to gather because we need to celebrate, right? We need to celebrate. What are we celebrating, children? Some of them still think they're children. What are we celebrating, the real children? Anushka, stop saying. Still they insist they are children. We are all children of God, aren't we? Yes, we are celebrating Guru Poornima. So every year Guru Poornima comes, somebody will come in front. Usually for the last few years Uncle Rama will come and explain what is the meaning of Guru Poornima. So I hope by now all of you know, right, what is the meaning of Guru Poornima. So I don't have to repeat again, right? So anyone will know what is the meaning of Guru Poornima? Okay, so that means no, right? Or we may have forgotten. See, Swami lived for many years in his bodily form and he did not create any new message, right? He kept repeating the same message again and again. And one of the things that he asked us to remind ourselves every time there is a festival, and actually this discourse goes longer, but he says that Guru Poornima is the day when our mind is clean. Our mind is clean and the mind becomes the Guru for us. That's why we look at Poornima or Poornami in Tamil as a significant event. Because on the day, what do we see? Full moon. Very good. Somebody is paying attention. On the day of Poornami, which is not today, few days ago, we see the moon in full splendor without any blemish, etc. Yeah, it's the same person. Vijay want to verify that it's me who is talking because of the mask. Okay? So Swami says, what does Poornima signify? It means the completion of the full circle by returning to the starting point. See, one half of the circle is represented by worldly life. It is like the letter C. This is equated with science, which is incomplete knowledge. The full circle, represented by the moon, represents the state of the mind when it is filled with love. Guru Poornima is observed today. Guru means big. Guru has also another meaning. Gu means darkness and Ru means dispelling. Guru means one who dispels darkness. So Guru Poornima is the day on which one celebrates the dispersal of the darkness of ignorance from the mind. This was from Divine Discourse, 22nd July 1994. So the day when we are able to clear our mind and fill ourselves with full of love and peace, that's the real Guru Poornima, right? But that's a journey, isn't it? That's a journey. Every year we take a step forward towards that destination. So how to get to that journey? That's what we say, practice sadhana, right? Do sadhana. What are the examples of sadhana? Other than the people who think they're children. What are the examples of sadhana? Sadhana means spiritual practice. Okay, what are the examples of spiritual practice? Meditation, namasmarana, silent sitting, repetition of Lord's name, and all these are sadhana. Swami says, one of the discourse again, not just sadhana is needed, practice is needed. Practice means really putting it into our daily action. So how do we know the sadhana is working or not working? How do we know we are getting closer to the goal or not? I think that's important, right? You want to go to a destination, nowadays we use Waze or Google Maps. You put the destination, if the car is not moving towards the destination, do you feel anxious? Hey, why am I going and going but not getting closer? Traffic jam still never over, right? Still 2 hours from the time I started. I've been in the car for half an hour, right? Those who work in KL are all nodding, okay? Or studying in KL or anywhere else. So, we know the destination, the pure mind, the mind full of love, when the mind itself becomes the Guru. But how do we know we're getting closer? Is there an app for that? No. There is an app, but the app is not in your phone. Okay? The app is 3HV. 3HV. The head, the heart, and the hand values. Okay? How to know whether you're getting closer to the goal is very simple. What you think, what you say, and what you do, if all of these are in line with the 5 human values, then you're getting closer to the goal, closer to the destination of having a very clear, like Poornima Manadu. Okay? So, how to get head, heart, and hand in line? Anand. Krishna is looking at me with that question. My head and heart all in one body only one. It's not the physical head, the physical heart, or the physical hand. Okay? What we mean is the thoughts, the feeling, the action that you do. Right? So I've been only given 5 minutes, so I need to wrap this up. But if you want to know whether you're progressing or not, very simple. Check yourself every day. How many times you actually say what you meant and if you did what you say. Of course, did it with love, did it with right contact, did it with devotion. Right? If not, what will happen? We will accumulate dirt. Not actual dirt. Like if you don't bathe, what happens to your body? Will accumulate dirt. All of you bathe and came, I'm sure. Right? But if you don't bathe for 1 day, it's okay. Imagine for few weeks, you can see it, right? So that's how our spiritual progress is also. If you don't practice, you will accumulate dirt, whether you realize it or not. And one day you will realize, hey, why am I lost? Who am I? So all these questions may come, or someone will come and ask you. So, in the event of, in this festival of Guru Poornima, it is important each of us not get distracted by everything that's happening around us. There will be many negativity, many challenges around us, but only you can clear your mind, right? So, to do that, we must take individual action. Okay? Then Swami says, the first step in spiritual practice is adherence to dharma in every individual and social life. So, we are all very good at telling what other person is not doing well. Correct or not? This is not right, that fellow never do this fellow never do that. We are all very good at doing that. We are trained, no? We were in school like that. Huh? Because in the moral, they never say, look at yourself, right? You say one case study, this Ahmad punya salah ni. Ini Muthu punya salah. Oh, Achong. My days lah. Nowadays maybe a bit more fancy name. Okay? So, the point here is, we must reflect within. Start with our right conduct. Okay? So, with that, on behalf of the Central Committee, on behalf of Dr. Rama and the rest of the Central Committee, we really thank all the parents, gurus and children. This is our first back to center face-to-face celebration. Nice to see many of you are here, and nice to see most of you have put on your mask on, which is good. Please continue to adhere to the some of the practices that helps us avoid spreading this virus. So please enjoy, and please put your hands together and participate in the program today. So with that, thank you and sign off. We are standing and waiting.
Thank you so much, Nana, for the wonderful opening speech. So, now as usual, the Bandar Klang way. We're going to do something throughout the event. So, whenever either of us ask, how are you all feeling today? Without any hesitation, lift up both your thumbs up, smile and loudly reply, "Sai awesome." Understand? Understand? Easy, right?
Okay, this is going to be so much fun. Okay, so Joe.
So, how are you all feeling today?
Not enough lah. Okay, come on. To the ones who are watching on YouTube and the ones next door also. How are you feeling today?
Yes, and this is what we call the Sai spirit. Thank you, Swami, and thank you, everyone.
Okay, amazing. Since we're all ready, let's start with the performance for this evening from our gems of SSBC Bandar Klang. Kishani, do you know about our center's cute little kuttis?
You're talking about the 4 and 5-year-old children, right?
Yes. I'm talking about the nursery children. Let's now welcome them for the offering of the amazing kuttis performing My Noble Character. Let's give them a round of applause.
am Jesus Christ. Love God with all your heart, mind, soul. Love thy neighbor as you love yourself. Thank you, Sairam. Hi, Krishna. Can see the whole universe. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hi, Satya Kai Baba. Java.
Wow, that was an adorable show, right? Did all of you enjoy it? Yes! It really felt like little Ganesha was right here.
I know, right? It was such a delight to see them dress up as little Krishna and little Satya. Did you see Ganesha doing his act like that? So cute. Their cuteness melted my heart.
So, that's not all from our kutis. They actually have prepared some surprise for us.
Surprise!
Yeah.
Nice. So let's see what they have in store for us.
So, for the surprise, let's welcome little Namishram and Tarini.
Om Sai Swami and everyone. I am Namishram. I am 5 years old. I am Dharani and I am 5 years old. Here we can see the photos of all our gurus. Thank you, gurus. You make us think with love. Feel with love and speak with love. I love you, gurus. I love you so much, gurus. Yay,
Thank you, kutis, for the lovely surprise for the gurus. So, how are you all feeling today? Everybody forgot it, yeah. So, how are you all feeling today?
Awesome.
Okay, great. Kishani, let me tickle your mind for a bit. We have Swami's birthday, we have Aradhana, we have Pongal and Deepavali and so many more celebrations, right? I bet you know all about them. But what is Guru Poornima all about?
See, actually, Jiva, as you know, I'm pretty attentive in my Balikas class, right? So obviously, it is a holy occasion of dedication and showing gratitude to our gurus. It's like the spiritual gurus who have been guiding us throughout our spiritual journey. Now, let me ask you something. Why do we celebrate Guru Poornima at night, and why the character of full moon is attributed today?
Well, my gurus are also awesome like Shani. You see, the dark long nights are symbol of our sad state of ignorance. So on the full moon night, the darkness is dispelled. Therefore, the Guru, who is the dispeller of darkness, is celebrated for lighting our otherwise not so dark and challenging life.
Yes, exactly, Jiva. And besides that, scriptures have already declared the moon is the presiding deity of our mind. Just like as you all know, Lord Shiva has the moon on his head. When the moon is full and clear and bright without any dullness, we praise, adore and contemplate on the Guru's effort to add light in our life. Just like how Swami has declared that he has come to our life and light the lamp of love in our heart, and to see it shines day by day with added luster.
Right. So therefore on this occasion, we reflect with gratitude those who tirelessly put in effort to transform us with love. Our parents, our friends, our akkas and annas, and especially our Balvikas Gurus who go out of their way to nurture and instill Sai values in the young minds so we can live up to the highest standards that Swami propagates.
Exactly, Jiva. So now, shall we move on to our next performance? So do you have any guesses what we're going to have next? Performance, performance. So, it's going to be a talk show.
Ooh, talk show like Ellen DeGeneres show, like Jimmy Fallon show macam tu ah.
Something like that, but it definitely will be even better. So for the talk show, let's welcome our group 3 children.
Welcome to the evening show with IK. How are you doing? Ishan, you know why we're here today?
Actually, I don't know. Sumo கூப்பிட்டாங்க நானும் வந்துட்டேன்.
நான் இஷான் சொல்றேன். Today we are going to introduce 3 wonderful SSC gurus.
Wow, that's amazing, Anna. But first we have to do something important.
What is that?
We have to sit down.
Wow.
So now, let's introduce our beautiful SSE gurus. Let's give them a round of applause.
Hi gurus, you today?
Yes, we are doing great. How about you?
We're doing great, thank you. Alright gurus, we've invited you today to celebrate Guru Poornima with us by answering about how has Sai transformed you?
Oh, அதுதான் கேள்வியா?
Yes, Ishan. Right, let's start with the first question. At what point in your life did you discover Satya Sai Baba? Let's start with Uncle.
Well, I didn't discover Baba because Baba and I think I got to know of Baba in my teenage days, but became a Sai devotee in my late 30s. That is also because my children were attending the EHP classes, and that is how I became a Sai devotee.
That's wonderful, Uncle. How about you, Auntie?
Actually, there was a
challenges lah. So there was a time I didn't know who to talk and who to seek for help. Actually, my husband was a great devotee of Sai. So that time I know I have to turn to Sai. So that is how I came into Sai.
They always say that Swami has his own ways to help people. Next up, Akka.
I think at the age of 9, I was given a photo of Baba. Baba was holding a ring, seated on a chair.
Do you still have the photo with your Akka?
No, I don't, but it is in my old Balvika's book.
Wow, it is great to know that our gurus have been aside for so many years and are still continuing their journey with us.
Yes, Anna, it's true. But don't you wonder, all these years as a guru, they won't have any interesting stories?
Of course they'll have fun. Why don't you ask them?
Alright, Gurus. In your years as a guru, can you tell us about any experience or interesting stories that you would like to share with the audience? Why don't we start with Akka?
The best moment that I had is my best moment is the ones that I taught and guided has become role models for my children. This is something satisfying, and this is something that I'm grateful to Swami.
That's nice to hear, Akka. It is nice to hear that your teaching has transpired through your students and is now being passed on to your kids. As the saying goes, plant a tree today so your children can bear its fruits tomorrow. How about you, Auntie?
Ayo, Mono, of course I have a story. So, it was one time I was teaching in Ladakh Emerald School. So, it was the first time I was teaching in Tamil. So, when I was starting to teach about the lesson and everything, suddenly one student wake up and ask me, "Teacher, are you a Tamil or a Telugu?" Then I told, "No, I'm a Malayali. Why are you asking me?" Then the same student again asked me, "Then teacher, you're supposed to teach in Tamil, right? Not in Telugu." Then I said, "No, I'm teaching in Tamil. This is Tamil." Everyone started laughing. Even I also started laughing. So then I realized my Tamil was very, very bad.
Very funny experience, Auntie. But personally, I think your Tamil is greatly improved. So how about you, Uncle?
I think one of the best moments as a guru is when the students start to grow up and recognize you and value what you have taught them. So there's this one incident where I was helping to serve lunch for over 600 people at a wedding, and when I was passing through, a girl stopped and smiled and said, "Hello sir," to me. I said, "Hello ma, how do you recognize me?" She said she recognized me through my EHP classes, and now that she is working and a professional. After the wedding that day, I was very happy and touched. It was a proud moment as a guru for me.
That's nice to hear, Uncle. I hope that as your student, one day we can give you the same feeling as well. What do you think, Anna?
Yes, Uncle. I would also hope that we can also make you feel the same way too. There's a great sharing from the other gurus as well.
Yes, Anna. But don't you wonder who or what inspired them to who they are today?
Yes, good question, Ishan. I'll ask them this. Okay, gurus. Moving on to the third question. Who inspired you to become who you are today? Let's begin with Uncle.
Well, the one who inspired me to who I have become today is my ex-chairman, Brother Nathan. He was a true Sai devotee and had many great qualities in him which I really admire.
Great sharing, Uncle. It is really nice that you were inspired by our previous sector chairman. Okay, let's continue with Andy.
Well, actually, Kishore, the one who actually inspired me to join Balvikas was actually Auntie Jagadeva. She really teach me in many things such as in drama and many more. So she was the reason I came into Balvikas.
A very nice sharing. A very nice sharing, Auntie. I personally never met Auntie Jagadeva, but it's nice to hear about someone who inspired you. Finally, Akka,
There are many who have inspired me, but the very first person, I think all of you will agree, it is our beloved Swami. Swami has inspired me to live my life as his message.
A very nice sharing card. It's nice to hear that you are inspired by Swami because you don't necessarily need one-to-one interaction or physical relationship to be someone to be inspired.
Anand,
Yes, Ishan.
I have a question for you. Do you know why our gurus teach us about Bhagavad Gita, Mahabharata and human values?
Yes, because they consist of one of the most important lessons to face the world.
Yes, correct. Next question. Are you practicing it?
I'm trying to practice, but not I try my best though. And why asking me? You're supposed to ask the gurus.
So gurus, can you tell us something that you have learned in the Sci-Fold that you implement in your life today? Why don't we start with Akka?
Something that I implement in my life is to do every task as Swami's offering. If we do every task as Swami's offering, he will provide us the strength, energy and wisdom to complete all impossible.
Seeing Swami in everything we do is such a great way to look at things. Thank you. Next, how about you, Auntie?
What I learned from Swami is help ever, hurt never. I'm the person who actually love to help people in whatever way I can. But I don't like to hurt people or make them sad. So that is what I learned from Swami.
Something Swami always says, help ever, hurt never, and is something we should all follow like you said, Auntie. Lastly, Uncle.
The one thing that I implement outside in my life outside is Swami's 9-point code of conduct. Kind of summarizes everything. I think it is enough if we follow that.
Wow, great sharing, Uncle. I don't think most of us actually follow the 9-point code of conduct, and that we should take this as a reminder. Thank you. What a great sharing, Gurus. Right, Anna?
Yes, Ishan.
I was actually inspired to implement what Auntie said because Swami always emphasizes to help and serve everyone and to see the God in everybody.
That is good, Ishan. I think we can learn more from our gurus, but unfortunately the last question of the day. Okay, gurus, if there's one thing you would like to share to our audience, what would it be? Let's start with Akka.
My one advice would be that always be careful with what we say, always be calm, be cheerful in what we do, and always be calm in what we think.
Next, how about you, Auntie?
Actually, Monu, I would really love to advise the parents over here to actually send their children to Balvikas so they could learn many things about Swami.
I think the parents should send their children to Balvikas because it's a very important time to send them here. Finally, Uncle.
You sure you're asking me for advice, huh? You sure?
Yes, Uncle.
Well, the one advice I'd like to give is சந்தோஷமா இருங்க, be contented, let Swami guide you in life and believe in him. That's all from me.
Thank you for sharing, Uncle.
Thank you, Gurus, for answering our questions today. I think that through this interview, we have learned a lot about you and your journey with Sai.
Yes, Ishan, our gurus have given us some great input about their experience in the Sci-Fold and I think we should learn from the experience.
Yes. So now, let's get to the most interesting part of our interview.
Through Ishan. Okay, let's ask our audience. Since you asked the answers of our gurus, can you guess who my friends here played today? Can you guess who are the gurus?
Wow, that's amazing. It shows you all have been attentively listening. So now, let's get the Gurus to introduce themselves.
Sai Ram, I'm Pavilan and I played Uncle Rama.
Sai Ram, I'm Jivish, and as you all know, I played Auntie Susan.
Sai Ram, I'm Sinendran and I played Angela Akka.
Thank you and Sairam. Signing off is myself Ishan and Kishore. Signing off is myself Ishan
And Kishore from the evening show with IK.
Wow, that was such an amazing talk show. Right? I think we can all agree that we had a good laugh, right? I think even Auntie Sudha, she was she was talking about Balvi class. So you all better send your children or better come for Balvi class, okay? I'm super charged and inspired by the talk show, Aishani.
Okay, wow, that was an amazing talk show. Did all of you all enjoy it? Yes! Okay. The children were so good at imitating the gurus. Anjulaka, Uncle Rama, Auntie Sudha was highlighting. So, thank you, children.
Okay, so Shani, all these goodies seem to be preparing tiny surprises for us, lah.
Wow, so for the next surprise, let's welcome the Junior Akka, Sai Sarvanta and Junior Anna Ashut Sai for their surprises.
Om Sai Ram to our dear Swami, our ever joyful gurus, uncles, aunties, akkas, annas and dear friends. I am Sai Sarvantarvani and I am 10 years old.
And I am Ashwat Sai. I am 9 years old. We are from group 2. These are our gurus. They are Guru Tunisha, Guru Ambika, Guru Kamala, Guru Ambike, Guru Hamsa, Guru Saundari, Guru Devi, Guru Bhavadani, Guru Gyuprabha and Guru Harendra.
To all gurus, to the world, you may be just a guru, but us, you are a hero.
You fill our heads with knowledge and our heart with love. For that we thank you. You inspire us to emerge as a stronger person. For that we thank you. You teach us to be stars in Swami's heaven and flowers in his Vrindavan. Thank you, dear Gurus.
We would like to dedicate this poem to all our gurus. Thank you, Guru, for being my life's role model. When I consider all you've taught me and reflect on the kind of person you are, I want to be like you. Smart, interesting and engaging. Positive, confident, yet unpretentious. I want to be like you, well-informed and easy to understand. Thinking with your heart as well as your head. Gently nudging us to do our best with sensitivity and insight. I want to be like you, giving our time, energy and talent to ensure the brightest possible future for each of us. Thank you, Gurus, for giving me a goal to shoot for. I want to be like you.
We love you, Gurus.
Jai Sai Ram.
Thank you, Sarvanta and Ashwat. So, moving on, we have a performance by our junior akkas and annas.
Junior Akkas and Annas. Oh, I know, you must have been talking about the group 2 children, right? So let's welcome the group 2 children to treat our ears with their sweetness. Clap, clap.
Sairam, dear uncles,
aunties, brothers and sisters. We, the Group 2 children, are here to celebrate Guru Poornima with all of you and present a heartfelt offering in a form of an action song to our dearest Guru, Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba, entitled, Where is God? Can you see Him? To present our gratitude, we are going to sing with all our hearts out, and we hope all of you will enjoy it. Jai Sai Ram.
Wow, it was so nice to see the group of children singing. It actually reminded me when I was at their age, well, honestly speaking, I'd be watching Chutti TV at home. Icon production song. So thank you, goodies.
Okay, so moving on, we have our next performance by the senior goodies.
Wait. Senior goodies, sir. Adhiharala.
You don't know, I'm talking about the group 1 children la. Here they are with their beautiful poem recitals titled Where is Swami?
So let's welcome them. So for group 1, we have Brother Roshvin Ram, Brother Shingaravela, Brother Harshad, Brother Divesh, Sister Tanvi, Sister Keshana, and Sister Pritisha.
Starting now. 1, 2, 3. Swami is in the flower. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Swami is in the flower. Okay, we will start with Swami. Okay, come down, legs. Okay, Swami is in the start. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Where is Swami? Swami is in the flowers. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Swami is in the trees. Trees, trees, trees. Swami is in the butterflies. Butterflies, butterflies, butterflies. And the birds and bees. Where is Swami? Swami is in the good. Good, good, good. Swami is in the bad. Bad, bad, bad. Swami is in what makes you happy. Happy, happy, happy. And what makes you sad. Sad, sad, sad. Where is Swami? Swami is everywhere you look. Look, look, look. And everywhere you go. Go, go, go. Swami is your best friend always because Swami loves you so much. One, two.
Well, did all of you enjoy the poem recital? Yes. Obviously, they are my students.
I agree, they were fabulous, Ishani.
So, Jiva, any guesses what we're gonna have next?
Let's see, a surprise from Group 1 Kuttis.
Brilliant, Jiva. I think you're getting a hang of this.
Let us welcome the Kuttis from Group 1, Manish and Varnika, for their Kutty surprise.
These are our gurus. Gurus are like sharpeners. They are sharpen our intellect. Gurus are like candles. They brighten our lives with love. To all my gurus, thank you. And we love you, gurus. Thank you very much.
Oh, that was adorable, right? I think we're all going to be tired by saying oh all day. Thank you, goodies. So, how are you all feeling today? Tired. Okay, feel like I remember. Okay. So, is everyone excited for the next performance? Yes. Yes. So, for the next performance, let's welcome the group 3.
Again, group 3, yeah.
Ama. Once again, they are here to perform, but this time it's going to be a secret.
Secret of. Okay, great. Let's welcome the group 3 teens for their performance.
Are here together in front of you. Any guesses from the crowd?
No. Never mind. If you don't know, it's a game show. So, to kickstart the game show,
we are your game hosts for today.
Hi, I'm Lakshana.
Hello, I'm Sahidaya.
And I'm Shashmita.
The name of our game is The Secrets of the Gurus.
We are going to share the rules with you now.
Rule number 1. Anyone from the audience can raise their hands to answer the riddles.
Rule number 2. The first person to raise their hands will be given a chance to answer.
Rule number 3. If the person guesses correctly, they will be given a gift.
Rule number 4. Another person raises their hand again to answer the next riddle.
Rule number 5. The game host will choose the first person who raised their hands to answer the next riddle.
Okay, let's start our game with round number 1, the easy round. Riddle number 1. I have been a guru for 29 years. I have a very cute nickname. I have many grandchildren but I'm an evergreen guru. Who am I? Any guesses? Yeah, you're right! Congratulations! You may collect your chocolate from Shrek later.
Riddle number 2. Do you know film star Mammootty?
Yes!
He was my senior in college and actress Revati is my cousin. Lastly, my father went to the wedding Santa Claus. Who am I?
So moving forward to round number 2, average round. Riddle number 3. My dream car was a conchil when I was young. I'm the eldest in the house, but the smallest in size like the conchil. I sing like a nightingale and play the harmonium like Beethoven. I'm as graceful as my name. I'm as graceful as my name, which in Sanskrit is the swan. Who am I? Computer G, please reveal the answer. Correct, auntie. I think that was too easy.
Okay, riddle number 4. Due to a snowstorm, my first night in the US was unexpectedly in a shady side hotel. My first car was a conchil. I got married in India and I taught in a Chinese school, but don't know a word of Mandarin except for Laotian. Who am I? Any guesses?
Raise your hand first.
Raise your hands. Ah yes, auntie. Auntie Mano.
Yay!
Okay, riddle number 5. I've worked as a cashier at a mini market. I've gone skydiving and deep sea diving. I learned Hindi by watching movies. I've seen Amitabh Bachchan and gotten his autograph. Who am I? Yes, Akka? Amazing, it's correct!
And coming up next, we'll be moving to the last round, and it's also the most difficult round. Riddle number 6. I have visited all states in Peninsular Malaysia, and I'm working as a physicist. But I still sleep with my teddy bear still today. Who am I? Any guesses?
Mahinda. Okay, so group 2 guru. Yes?
Nothing.
Okay, riddle number 7. I have only been to the cinema less than 10 times in my entire life. I have not eaten ice cream for more than 2 years, but I love to eat durian. I have participated in a rainforest race, and my name is similar to an actor in Hollywood. Who am I?
Please reveal the answer. Okay, next, riddle number 8. I'm a kindergarten teacher. My favorite singer is Elvis Presley. I'm a mother of 3 sons and I dislike horror movies. Who am I? Yes? Computer G, please reveal the answer. Collect the chocolate from Shreya later. Okay, wasn't that chilling and exciting? I hope you guys got to know more about our Baltika's gurus through this game.
Well, that was all from us 3.
With that being said, please enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you and Sairam.
Wow, wasn't it an exciting game show? Was it? I answered, so yeah. So I think the children are so talented. I think Esther should start appointing them for their programs. You'll be way more better.
Everyone who wants this, be patient for your chocolates. Okay, so group 3 teams not only have multiple shows, but they have surprises also, Vishani.
Ooh, surprise! That level lah. So for the surprise, let's welcome Brother Sachin and Sister Shreya.
Our humble pranams at the lotus feet of our dearest Swami.
Om Sai Ram. I'm Sachin and I'm from group 3.
And I am Shreya. I am 12 years old. We are from group 3. Today, we are here to talk about our amazing gurus in our class.
Guru is a Sanskrit word which means remover of darkness. Gurus are named so because they remove the darkness from our lives by teaching us the right things and showing us the right path.
Swami says a true guru is one who can raise the student to his own level and who has no ego or selfishness. And we are so lucky to have such gurus who helps us on our amazing adventure called life.
True, Shreya. Our gurus are always helping, leading and guiding us through this maze of life. Guru Sudha, who is always smiling and laughing, teaches us not to worry and to always be cheerful.
Yes, Sachin, Guru Mano always reminds us that discipline is the mark of intelligent living.
And Guru Rama, who teaches us to find humor in everything,
because it enhances our lives when we laugh more often.
And a special shout out to the gurus who played the important roles of our akkas and anne in our class. Shankari Akka, who motivates us with her wisdom. Yuhashani Akka, who inspires us with her love for Swami through her actions. Tarini Akka, who is ever so gentle.
And not forgetting Jibin Anna, who welcomes us with his warmth and playful vibes. Trishna Akka, who shows us the importance of being strong and independent. Of course, Shantini Akka, whose kindness is abound to all who encounters it. And let's not forget Vanishri Akka, who is always smiling and makes our games more fun and interesting.
Gurus of Group 3, thank you for being our mentor.
On this auspicious night, we pray that our gurus are kept with good health, a lot of happiness and unconditional love.
We love you, Gurus. Jai Sai Ram.
Thank you, Shreya and Sachin. So now, Group 14 will not be left off the surprise festival.
Yes, so let's welcome our enthusiastic teen Pradayini to share her surprise with us.
Salam everyone. And to my group of gurus, surprise! Let me start by saying thank you, gurus. Thank you may be overused or underused, but I mean it from the deepest depths of my heart. Thank you, gurus. From teaching us Vedas to teaching us life skills, you've made us grow. You have taught us how to laugh out loud. LOL camp. You have been an inspiration, role model, and guide. You have taught us the message that was given by Swami so gracefully. You have been there to correct us and compliment us. The dedication given by all of you is something we should learn. The lessons that you teach and we write or not still sticks to our hearts and minds. The little life experience of yours, a big lesson from it we learn too. Thank you for playing a part in making us the people we have all become. We look up to you and aspire to be like you. We want to learn from you and teach like you. We want to live our lives as you have taught us to. Thank you for enriching our lives and widening our horizons. On this auspicious occasion of Guru Poornima, I bow down to my gurus for imparting the immense wealth of knowledge and wisdom. Thank you, my dear gurus, and Jai Sai Ram.
Thank you so much, Pradhani, for such a wonderful surprise for your gurus. And now, let me ask you all something. Do you all know that Guru Poornima is originally called as Vyasa Poornima? Now,
No? Yes? Okay, good. Yes, you're right, Kishani. Vyasa, who is the sage who delivered through writing the Vedas, the Mahabharatas, which contain Bhagavad Gita and the Puranas, right?
yes, Jiva, exactly. And such a big contribution, right? And rightfully, Sage Vyasa deserves a night of remembrance. Just imagine how much of love he must have had towards mankind. The exact same love our Balvika's gurus who spend so much of time, effort and energy in teaching us. I can vouch for this as an SSC assistant guru myself. It is not easy to teach as an abundance of love without any recognition or an award.
So, for now, let's move on next for the performance by our group 14s. Kishani, do you have any idea what they're going to be performing?
No idea, Jiva, but I definitely know group for me, they will definitely do something very unique.
You're right. It's definitely going to be something unique. In fact, it's going to be a debate show.
Wow, debate show. Hey, is it like the Nia Nano show from Vijay TV? Yeah?
Something like that, love. But let's see what they have prepared for us. Let's give them a round of applause to the group 14.
everyone. I would like to welcome everyone to this debate. My name is Prashant Kumar from Group 4. And the topic for today's debate is teachers are more important than doctors. Now let me introduce the contestants. From the proposition side, we have Trinisha, the speaker 1, and Trinisha, the speaker 2. While at the opposition side, we have Yoshina from speaker 1 and Kanani as speaker 2. Now let me explain the rules of this debate. Everybody gets to speak for 3 minutes. If I hit the bell once, it means 2 minutes is gone. While if I hit the bell twice, the 3 minutes is gone. Now let me pass it on to Trinisha, the speaker 1.
Sai Ram and good evening to the uncles, aunties, brothers and sisters and my diligent opponents. I, Trinisha, from the proposition team, am here to strongly agree with the motion that yes, teachers are more important than doctors. Let me start by defining today's motion. Teacher, someone who teaches, is more important than doctors, someone who treats sick people. Therefore, by defining today's topic, I can say that I strongly agree that teachers are more important than doctors. To add on, the Vedas says, Mada, Pita, Guru, Devam. Mother, Father, Teacher, God. Not Mada, Pita, Doctor, Devam. The teacher or Guru is defined as someone who dispels ignorance and is put higher than even the Devams themselves. There surely must be a reason for this order. Am I right, my dear opponents? To start off with my first point, a teacher educates everyone, from preschoolers to postgraduates, even doctors. No teachers, no doctors. Without teachers, the whole country, no, the whole world will be illiterate. Hence, the country will never progress and become backwards in many ways. There will be no one to right the wrongs, to spread the seed of knowledge in the young minds. My second point on why teachers are more important than doctors is that teachers construct the minds of young children and characters of their nations. They have the power to influence their students. Teachers develop their students' characters to be good citizens. For example, teaching their students good moral conducts apart from teaching them how to read and write. They also never fail to care for them. For example, Sir Samuel, who won Best Teacher Award in 2018 for empowering the Orang Asli children in Malaysia. Ladies and gentlemen of the floor, the responsibility of a teacher is not just in school. Your parents are your first teachers. There's also our gurus in Balvikas that teach us every day. All these individuals take the form of teachers to shape and sharpen our young minds. Every culture, religion, race, everyone in this world has a form of a teacher to teach them. So on this auspicious Guru Poornima Day, I know that you and I will agree that teachers are more important than doctors. Thank you and Jai Shri Ram.
Thank you for the speech by Trinisha. Now let me pass it on to the opponents. Yoshina.
Sairam. My name is Yoshna and I am from Group 4. We, from the opposition team, strongly believes that doctors are better than teachers. Just now, Sister Trinisha told us that if there is no teachers, there is no doctors. But you're wrong actually. If there is no doctors, there is no teachers. Come on lah. When teachers are sick, doctors are the one who treats them, not the teachers, right? Can you all say the answer?
Yes!
Now you see, doctors are people whom we trust in the most difficult moments in our life. For example, when we are all in pandemics, we were scared whether our auntie will get COVID or not, whether our uncle will get COVID or not, why, whether our father's grandfather will get COVID or not. But we believe that one person can really cure us, which is the doctors. We believe that doctors can really cure us. Now, without wasting time, let me go for my first point. Doctors can save lives all around the world. In times of pandemic, while teachers were running to save their lives and families, doctors are the ones risking their lives to save us. Not only that, while doctors are the ones out there risking their life, teacher will be beside their family and then resting. Trisha, I know you argue with me saying that teachers are better than doctors. But then let me tell you my second point first. When we are sick, having bad cough, sneezing and all that, especially when we are in pandemic time, we were mentally stressed, right? Teacher giving that homework, teacher giving this homework, this project, that assignment. Doctors are the ones who treat us, not the teachers. For example, when we are sick, doctors can treat us until we get better. But then, teachers can do what only? Teacher will call our parents and after that do nothing. Let me ask you, when you are at school, when you are sick, when you are going down to the teachers, teacher will then will just call your parents and after that do nothing, right?
Yes!
Now, before I end this, based on a study, 69% of students are stressed. You all know what's the problem now because of teachers, right? That's all from me. Thank you and sign out.
Thank you for a wonderful speech by Yoshina. Now let me pass it on to Vinosha.
Sairam everyone. Okay. To everyone that's gathered here, a very good evening on this auspicious day. I'm going to wish you a Sairam again. Yeah. My name is Vinosha and today I will be supporting my fellow teammate over here by agreeing that teachers are way more important than doctors. Okay, my first point will be on how Sister Yoshina said doctor can save life. Okay, what about mental health? You can also talk to your teachers about your mental health, right? Okay, and they will always listen to you no matter what. And they will always help the students no matter what the problem is because they always care for their students. Right? Let's say you're stressed and disturbed and you want to share it to someone. But you don't want to share it to your friends because you feel uncomfortable and your parents wouldn't really understand your situation. Okay. That's when the teachers come in. They'll always lend their ear no matter what is bothering you. Even if it's because you didn't get milk yesterday from your mother, or even if it's because your significant other said I love you too instead of I love you more. Okay. Or whatever it is lah. Teachers always have the heart to care and will always care for their beloved students because they mean so much to them in their life. Now, let me go to my second point. Teachers are the third priority in life. Like how Trinisha says, Mata Pita Guru Deva. Yes, I've said it. Logically thinking, there wouldn't even be doctors without teachers. I'll let the audience answer this. What do you guys think?
Yes.
Okay, you all can find later. Teachers also contribute more to the society, whether it's modern society or even ancient civilization. Doctors wouldn't even be able to study or practice medicine without the help of teachers. How a doctor can suddenly know how to treat people. So teachers are the ones that taught them. Example, right? You go to the hospital and you are waiting to get treated. And once you're done, you ask the doctor, "Doctor, how are you so good at this? Are you some kind of gift from God?" The answer is no. Because the teachers are. So teachers teach students lah. Without teachers, there will be no doctors. Studies also shows that the percentage of doctors increased due to the higher rate of employment of teachers. If doctors are wanted to be increased, teachers should also be increased. They are directly proportional to each other. So to sum everything up, I think it's impossible to tell which job is more important lah, because they are both essential to humanity. So no need to really fight lah, but still have to fight lah. Then we would also be in danger if neither of the professions existed. Thank you for listening to me and my fellow teammates who strongly believe and support that teachers are more important than
Thank you for a wonderful speech. Now let me pass it on to Pradhani.
Salam everyone. I'm Pradhani from the opposition team, and today I'll be sharing my points on why I strongly object this motion. Okay, but before I start with my points, I don't really agree with my opponents, Sister Trisha and Sister Vinosha, when they say that without teachers, there can be no doctors. Let me just change that a bit. Without doctors, there can be no teachers. I'll ask you all a question. How do you think teachers come to this world?
With doctors' assistance.
Right, with the help of doctors. Doctors deliver babies, who later on grow up to become teachers. Not only teachers, but also lawyers, psychologists, dentists, and even chefs. So the whole world has been brought by doctors. If God creates life, doctors activate that. Now, I would like to start my argument with a very common quote: health is wealth. And who helps you with this? Doctors or teachers? Something for you to ponder upon, right? Okay, my first point. I would like to start by saying, in every point of life, we need a doctor more than we need a teacher. Yes, a doctor needs a teacher once in a blue moon, but a teacher needs a doctor routinely. For example, your monthly checkups, your weekly checkups, right? And a teacher also turns to a doctor when she's sick or for medical advice. So a doctor is a person you turn to at your most vulnerable. Now, as a child, what do you think is the most common ambition? To become a doctor. 3 out of 5 children want to become doctors, says a study conducted in 2014. And their only reason here is to help people. This shows how amazing and outstanding these people are. And do you all know something? Doctors save generally around 500,000 lives every year. Shocking, right? Where would this world be without doctors? I mean, can you all imagine losing 500,000 lives every year? So now you understand why I strongly believe that doctors are more important than teachers. Now, to conclude what I and my fellow teammates just said, number 1, doctors risk their own life to save ours. Example, COVID-19 pandemic. Number 2, doctors are the people you turn to at your most vulnerable. Number 3, doctors deliver babies who later on grow up to become teachers. So without doctors, there can be no teachers. Lastly, in every point of life, we need a doctor more than we need a teacher. So these are the reasons why I, and I hope you too, strongly believe that doctors are much more important than teachers. These people, as Swami says, always love all and serve all. With that, I rest my case. Thank you and Jai Sai Ram.
Wasn't that speech interesting? If the floor is wondering who won this debate, it's all in your hands. So that's all for now. Thank you and salam.
Wasn't it a fantastic debate show? debate show first of all? Yes. So who do you all support? Out of topic. Okay. So both are important. We can't choose one, right?
Very different opinions on this. No one is totally way off the topic also. Okay, so I think we should think of our Appa and Amma because they are our teachers, they are our doctors also. So, Appa, Amma, thank you so much if you're watching this. Okay. How are you all feeling today? Great, I thought you all forgot already. Okay, good. Okay, so now let's move on to the last performance of the day, and it's going to be a dance by our Group 3 Thangachis. Our long-awaited performance.
Yeah. So it's again Group 3. They have so much of performance they have prepared for us. So this is their last performance. So let's enjoy the dance.
I know, right?
रघुकुल रीत सदा चली आई, प्राण जाए पर वचन न जाए।
performance, and that was our last performance of the day. So
that was the last performance for tonight, prepared by our precious children from all the Balvikas groups.
So before we end it, if the start was the husband, of course now for the grand finale, it's the lady of the house. So I'd like to welcome Anjana for the closing remarks of the night.
Sairam. I think I have not much to say already. So overwhelmed watching the performance. So before I do the closing speech, maybe we can do the announcements first. How's everybody feeling? Happy Guru Poornima to uncles, aunties, brothers and sisters. So this year Guru Poornima is with the theme. What's the theme? My Guru and I. My Guru and I. You can be possessive with Swami. No harm about it. Right? You cannot be possessive of your, you know what I mean? But you can be possessive with Swami 200%. So it's my Guru and I. Okay, announcements are up. So I'll do the announcements and then after that we will continue with the closing speech. So this announcement, you can see the dates and the activities. For those who are new, how many of you are new first time to the center? Maybe you can raise your arms so that I will know how deep to dive into the announcements. Alright, Sairam, welcome for coming first time. I hope this will be not just your first and the last time, but first of many times. Right. So, 23rd July, which is this coming Saturday, we have the National Side Archana. All of you could participate in this activity. All the details of this activities will be posted in the announcement group of the center. So if you are not part of the announcement group of the center, you want to be aware, you want to be part of the activities, it's advised for you to be part of the announcement group so that you could participate in the activities. There are numerous activities where you can engage yourself and experience a lot of things that your kids are experiencing. Sometimes as parents we feel that our time has left on, but no. Our time is still there and you can still get yourself engaged with the activities. Feed the Homeless is a service activity. We just finished ours yesterday, and thank you to the parents, the Balika's parents, uncles and aunties who have been, you know, every time when the thing is up, I can see how fast it gets, you know, filled in. So we can see how much earning all of us have in serving the society. So just keep note of the dates, and there is a group that is created for the Feed the Homeless. So you can be part of this group. All the information pertaining where, how many people, how much food, everything is stated and listed in that particular group. Okay? And then Klang Heritage Walk. If some of you remember, before the very Mr. C came in our life, we had Klang Heritage Walk, and we were all participating in this activity. It used to happen somewhere during Merdeka, right? So this has revived back this year on the 28th of August. Why we are telling you so in advance? So that you can actually pick up your phones and start blocking your calendars and giving time with your children and you to participate in such activities. On the 28th of August, we also have the center meeting, which happens after the budget. Why the purpose of the center meeting is for you to be aware of what's happening in the center, not only with regards to activities, but also with regards to the financial statuses as well. So that we know how an NGO is running, how the money is coming, how the money is going out. All this will be shared during the center meeting as well. And if there is any topics that you want to bring forward as a center member, you can share it in the center meeting. And if you are not a center member and you're still thinking that you want to be part of this happy big family, we are always willing to welcome you to be part of the center membership. To be part of the center membership, you can see the center secretary or the chairman. Yeah? I think maybe uncle can have a big wave. Yeah, that's our center chairman. Not the one which was sitting here, maybe future chairman. Alright, and then continuing, on the 31st of August, we will be having Gayatri Yatna and Hope Day. For those who have probably, forgotten how it was done. It used to be physical, exactly like how it is right now. So we're going to have Yagna done in the center on the 31st of August, which will fall on a Wednesday, and continued with the Hope Day. What does Hope Day mean here? Actually, it's an abbreviation. Honor our parents every day. So that day is to specifically recall your memory points so that every day you honor your parents. And at the end, we have an online career talk, which we organized it for a week ago, right? Due to many activities that are running and not having the right forum, we had to postpone it. So it's actually a very good forum for you and your children to join, to get some awareness of what are the various different career availabilities, competencies that are needed, what kind of capabilities your children would need to, skill themselves up. If you don't start it today, when they are already a teenager, it's going to come to a juncture of strike, or you will be dumbstruck when you're 17 on what you want to get your child educated on into moving to a good career. Right? Of course, if you ask me, I will watch for cyber security. Right? And we also had online career talk for cyber security last. The days are moving too fast. This year? Last year? This year. Okay. Days are moving too fast for me. Okay. So as we proceed, if there is anything here that you wish to know more, you can liaise on with the Secretariat, which is Brother Harwin Rao. Right. Let's move on. So this is the flyer for the Klang Heritage Walk. I know some of us may mute our announcement group and then wonder why we have not gotten certain information. So the first thing we need to do is unmute the center announcements so that you will get those notifications up. And I think someone is already doing it as I'm speaking. Okay. Alright. Next. Yes, SSC Balvikas Bulletin. So I think all of this is already an awareness, because if we see our children here participating today, you are the most blessed parents and the most appreciated parents among all. And also those who are watching us, the dear viewers, we also appreciate you. We miss you being here physically to enjoy this ambience. It's extremely great. You could hear the I wouldn't say noise nor sound, the excitement and the energy from the crowd, right? So this is actually today's performances were all laid out by the children and the gurus, of course not forgetting the backbone, the parents. If you looked at the nursery children today, it was all the parents who brought them in that form, right? So like we always say, tri-age relationship is very important. And what do I mean by tri-age relationship is guru, parent and the child. And today, not only at nursery, up to the group 4, where they were saying teachers versus doctors, you could actually yourself witness the products of Balvikas, the outcome of continuity of Balvikas classes, and I personally humbly request for you to do and encourage your friends and family to be part of Balvikas. Okay? And we also have Balvikas bhajan training. This month is over. We have it the next one, which is on the 6th of August. Right? If you're wondering why am I not part of it, how do I be part of it, you can connect to Brother Vijay Nair. I will update you why am I giving you new names in a bit. Okay? Alright, very interesting topic and a very hot topic for Bandar Klang. So as we have pledged with Swami that we will be moving out from this vicinity, we would definitely need to have sufficient amount of fund to have a physical building. Because when I was talking to somebody, they were like, everything is virtual, let's go virtual. But we still need a physical foundation, a structure for us to have the closeness, the withinness, right? For us to connect. And since everything is coming back to norm, in spite of the raises, the hike of the COVID cases, we are continuing with the building fund, right? If there have been fake news, false news, I'm I'm clarifying again for the viewers as well, for those who are watching us here, that the building fund is not put on hold, it is still alive and active. And it's all your support and your contribution that we need for us to get this uplifting and getting it into reality. So from real to real is in all our hands, right? So talking about building fund contribution, there are many ways we can actually contribute to the building fund. Firstly, it's an upfront contribution. So you can actually sit down today and you can feel, hey, I want to contribute maybe a 10 ringgit. A little child can feel that. Not an adult only, but a little child can feel that. And then you can actually do an upfront contribution. We also have pledge forms, which we have here, which will be actually placed later outside if you wish to pledge. There is no force or heartful comments or statement that we want your contribution, but it's a heart-to-heart connection that we want so that we have a good place, a conducive place for our children and our future, right? So if you wish to pledge, please pledge with the form, and in that form you can actually state, how much and in what number, durations and frequencies that you want to get your pledge up. Or if you even think about having an activity, right, that you do, maybe you yourself with your children probably do a recycling activity, and you pledge that we're going to do this recycling activity, every month 50 ringgit is going to go to the center. So you actually communicate to us that we have gotten this nobly, right, and then put it into the big piggy bank. This big piggy bank needs to be filled with lots of love, which comes from all of us, if we want the real to become real. And it's in all of our hands. As all of you know, this is an NGO, it's a non-profit organization, and with that said, there is no profit that comes from anything that we do. All the gurus only pay love to your children and get back love from your children. Right? I know one of the two parents actually asked me, how much are the classes? There are no any numbers. The only thing that we in this place do investment is called love. So the ROI of this investment is what you just observed. Okay? I know I'm not a finance woman, but I know a little bit about finance. Right? So the ROI that our gurus, which call time and effort they have put in, is the results that you have watched today. And the results that you see, the MCs, they are also the product of Baldikas. The gurus that we have today are the products of Baldikas, right? And all of us know, all of us who are already working in profitable organizations know that just having education is just not the full stop. Education, having a life skill brings you to success point. I personally will say that because I'm a product of Baldikas, and I know for sure and for real that just with education is not enough. You need to have life skills to stand on the top where you need to be. Okay? Alright? So for more information with regards to pledging, to all these related to building fund, again, viewers who are watching us on YouTube and everybody here, building fund is active. Right? Some of you may ask, how much is the current amount in the building fund? We have our center treasurer over there. I do all the time, put on people on spot. We have an amount. If you want to know it further, please join us in our center meeting in August. I have answers for everything, brother. Alright. Sarah, brother? Alright, let's move on. Okay. Another thing with regards to family on duty, so this center is not just run by 2 or 3 people, it's run by all of us. It's a we center, it's our home, right? So for us to run the center, we encourage parents, uncles, aunties to come in front. Like in temples we have Ubaya Karagal, right? So here we have family on duty. So if you are having your child's birthday, or it's your anniversary, or a very memorable day in your life, you can actually celebrate that life moment with us in the center, right? And the ways you could do it, you can actually come, help us to clean the center, or you can bring some prasadams, you can bring flowers, garlands. All of these are a way of how you extend your gratitude, appreciation back to us. All of you actually ask, how do we share? I mean, I was standing there and many parents are asking me, how? I see these children so different. I can't even, this is my child. If you want to contribute your love and your time for us. And as I mentioned, again, there's a contribution called Building Fund. There is also some way you can actually channel your energy and time there as well. Right? So if you're interested to be part of the family on duty, you can connect to our spiritual coordinator, which is Brother Navin, and our center secretary, which is Brother Harwin. Okay? And just an information, the prayer for sick group has been now uplifted or being promoted to prayer group. Right? All of us, this whole world needs something called prayer. Right? And we know through the prayers, a lot of things are miraculously changed in our lives. So Bandar Klang Center Committee have decided to move the prayer for sick, rename it into prayer group WhatsApp. So there's not a separate group, but it's a rename. So if you wish to be part of this prayer group, you will find the links being sent in the WhatsApp or announcement, and then you can join there. And if you have your family members or your friends or anybody who is not feeling too well and really needs the energy that we need to send through our prayer, this is the group. So please, if you are not yet in this group, find time to be part of the announcement group and join this. And there's always a specific time that we'll have a prayer moment and that announcement will go. 8 p.m. is normally the time that we are mostly relaxed. Mostly, again, quote me, mostly, not moms, we may be busy in the kitchen, but mostly. And this is the time that we connect, and when we send the energy collectively, we do believe that there will be a transformation that takes place. And there is a lot of, positive outcome that has actually come from the prayer. So we really urge all of you to be actually part of this prayer group. If you can't be, at least if you wish to have some prayer done, you can connect to Sister Sajita, our Ladies Swing Coordinator, Sister Sajita, and Brother Harwin, who's our Secretary. Okay? Alright. Weekly budget attendance, I think this is, since all of us are here, I don't think this is going to be anything new, but for those who are viewing us via YouTube, you are always welcome with, of course, SOP measures maintained, especially with the mask around us. Okay? Moving forward. Alright, so before I do the closing speech, there are two major announcements that I would like to make on behalf of the Center Committee. I don't know why I'm given the mic to do so. Maybe this is Swami's will and wish. They say there was Nana Nia between will and wish. So I think this is a will and wish of Swami. Of course, it's the most saddening moment for our family to actually depart from this country. End of this month. It's a choice that we have made, and the consequences is something that we are facing right now. Right? So we are digesting the consequences. This is also again Swami's plan. So as he has planned this, we need to make sure the center continuity is always there in the excellence of Sai. So the center secretary at this moment is Brother Mohan Ram, and Brother Mohan Ram, which is my husband, will be moving. Who will be moving abroad, right? We'll be all moving abroad with my children as well. So Brother Mohan Ram's place would be replaced by Brother Harwin Rao. Can we see Brother Harwin Rao and Brother Mohan Ram? Sai Ram. Brother Harwin? So this is Brother Harwin Rao and Sai Ram. Right. You know, I was part of international IU days and Internet Club, the outgoing and incoming, right? So this is the outgoing and this is the incoming. Outgoing. Incoming. Right. So for the center secretariat, right. So that's the change for the center secretariat team. Anyway, Brother Hari Rao was the assistant secretary, so he is familiar with all the protocols, the policies, and the procedures of how a center needs to run on a non-profitable manner. So I think it's up for a youth to pick up a center secretary role, right? Once you're past 40, Sairam, you're an adult. Okay, and then comes the next exciting news, which is the easy role. The easy role. The easy role, which is an easy role. What is easy role? The education coordinator role. Right? Like it says, it's an easy role. Come on, Brother Vijay Nair. So the outgoing and the incoming. Right? I've seen Brother Vijay from very small. Same goes with Brother Hari. He's run away already. Right? They are the products of Balikas. Right? And for the EC to be taken over by another product of Balikas is Swami's blessing. Right? So the product of Balikas will know how your children will need to face Balikas. How your children will be successful out of Balikas. So thank you, Brother Vijay. It's not easy, but it is easy. What does it mean? What do I mean by easy? I like to abbreviate things so that everybody gets it easy, right? It's an experience of connectivity. In the last 15 years of being an education coordinator, can't believe that. Last 15 years of being education coordinator, I've seen present chairman, past chairman, many chairmen, right? I'm still being sitting here, I think since Uncle Nathan, then Brother Mundi, then Uncle Prem, and then Brother Ravi. You know, I can go on, and today we have Uncle Rama. So I've seen all chairmen. Like I have many bosses, but my biggest boss is him. So the experience of connectivity is something that I'm going to say it as my closing speech today. For every one of us, for me, I personally believe, whether it's at my workplace, I can have an evident point. One of the parents is also working with me, right? It's part of my team. For me, connectivity is crucial. And this is what Bandar Klang has been having for the last many years since I was 9 years old. The connectivity that we build with all age groups is something that needs to be continued. And the EC role that I mentioned is not an easy role, but if you experience connectivity with every age group, then it becomes an easy role. Vijay Nair, that's the secret formula. Right? And this is a secret formula for everybody. And I don't know whether I like connecting with people, but people around me say my strength is people. But I would say people are my weakness. I cannot see somebody being sad or somebody helpless or, you know, I go fight for them. I go help them so that they experience him. So what I've been always doing all throughout is exploring ways so that we all can experience connectivity. And it's definitely a very sad moment for us to depart from this center. But each and every one of you will be very close to our hearts. Like how he mentioned, like how the Shivan mentioned, and the Shakti will conclude, right? The head, heart and hand has always been what I've been taught since young and what I walk today as. If your head, heart and hand are in right connectivity, you will definitely experience success. But definitely Swami will give you speed breakers in life. Why? To remember him. I had a speed breaker just few weeks ago, major speed breaker, right? So in life, we just need to always experience connectivity. just hold on to him and he will keep you contented, like what the chairman mentioned, the chairman boy mentioned. Right? And the ultimate part of being happy is be yourself. And yourself is Swami. Right? So I don't want to prolong too much and make it a happy day become cornered with sadness. It's a day for us to celebrate our children, a day to celebrate how we all have become today. Right? So I will continue to watch you virtually, and I will be there together with the family. So hopefully live streaming continues. Right? We will be one of the families that will definitely connect. It's very difficult. Me standing here being composed is Swami, right? I mean, I'm the first one to be very emotional at home or wherever, right? I'm just being composed. I'm only thing that I really humbly request from all of you is that continue to support the center, not the people. I hope you understand what I mean. The center is Swami's center. People come, people go. He never changes. We all have different visions at different time of our lives, and we have a mission now to take place. I don't know what it is, what the country is waiting for us to experience, but definitely we will experience something, right? So with said that, finally I want to share my gratitude to all my gurus who are now my children's guru. You have a doctor in the hospital, now you have your family doctor, now you have family Balikas gurus also. I want to thank them. I want to thank all the chairmen, right, of this center who was really supportive. I was a youth coordinator before I became education coordinator. So all the support that everybody gave us is where we are today. They believed, they trusted us. So this trust and faith that we have received actually has built the center so much. So it's them who actually had the faith that Swami has brought the right team in here. So thanks to all of them. Of course I can put down a list, but I'm going to say all of them. Thanks to all the gurus of Balvikas, THV. I'm just the one who puts the puzzles together, like a person who loves to play Lego. I'm putting the blocks together. But those who really are the blocks are the gurus. They are the foundations, right? They are the roofs, they are the ceilings. And today's program itself, it's just like we put the frame and everything is fixed in well. So thanks to all the gurus. Nevertheless, the youths of this center, they are like the energy reservoir of the center. Any activity we have, like how you say it in Malay, turun padam. So basically, get your hands dirty, leg dirty, all dirty, so that you get the game gold off. And this is what the youths of Bandar Klang is on. And I am very, very honored to be part of this. I don't think only myself, I think my husband and the children are very blessed to be part of this. And I want to thank all the uncles, aunties, brothers and sisters that continue this energy to experience connectivity. Right? And that is the electric current. Already I got warning already. Okay. Alright. Thank you and Saira.
Hello. Okay, hello. Can you hear me? Yes. Thank you so much, Anjala Ka, for a wonderful closing remarks. So before that, Before we have come to an end, but before that, let's sing along as we offer the flame of Arati to our beloved Swami. Let's once again thank Swami for his benediction and blessing. So we will now proceed to offer Arati to Swami.
भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की
परमं पवित्रं बाबा विभूतिं परमं विचित्रं लीला विभूतिं परमार्थैश्वर्यमोक्षप्रदानं बाबा विभूतिं निरमाश्रयामि परमं पवित्रं बाबा विभूतिं परमं विचित्रं लीला विभूतिं परमार्थैश्वर्यमोक्षप्रदानं बाबा विभूतिं निरमाश्रयामि परमं पवित्रं बाबा विभूतिं परमं विचित्रं लीला विभूतिं परमार्थैश्वर्यमोक्षप्रदानं बाबा विभूतिं निरमाश्रयामि शांति 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 Next up, we would like to invite our most favorite Akka, the program coordinator, Anushka Akka, to the floor.
Sairam everyone. Okay, and Sairam, special Sairam to the ones who are streaming online. Sairam Chaniaka. And okay, so my very many grateful pranams to Swami. And how are you all feeling today? Okay, it's so nice to hear everyone say. And until up till the moment I stand, when Akka opened the door behind the pantry, I was telling Akka, should I skip my speech? Because when I took up this role of being a program coordinator, this is my very first time, I realized that I play the least amount of work, play a least amount of part. Everyone has played so much of role in this. For example, of course, there's chairman, our boss, and I think this is the only boss in my life that would ask me, this is my suggestion, you choose what to do. I think you all are aware of bosses in our work. I think there's no bosses like that. So starting from Uncle Rama to everyone, parents, the ones who are preparing the tent, the food, the mahilas, the one who's the beautiful decoration here, the cleaning of the center, the technical team, up till the last minute I had people coming to help me with the screen, the curtain and props and so many things. I'm not going to name one by one because I'll forget someone. So to be on the safe side, I would like to thank all of you all. And then when I ponder upon what qualification I have to stand in front of here instead of the rest of them, I think the only one qualification is that I love Swami and as much as you all do. So for that, a big thank you. I would like to end with a very small story. There was one, Swami always like to tell this kada. So Swami will tell how like this one sculpture, he makes amazing statues. He makes amazing statues. So people from all over the land would come to him to see the statues he makes because it will be so lifelike, it will be so real, and he makes statues of God. So Krishna, Ganesha, all of them look very real. Even humans, they look very real. So the king of the land decided to ask him to make Lord Vishnu for his kingdom to keep at his place. So when he made Lord Vishnu and everything is ready, the mode of his transport was a donkey. He used donkey to go. So as he was bringing Lord Vishnu on the donkey and he was going, everyone, the citizens who was, they were passing by, the citizens and everyone, they all were adoring, they were like putting flowers, they were putting rice, grains and everything. So the donkey was feeling, finally our hard work, is paid off. And then they'll keep going and then he reaches the palace. Of course, everyone is admiring the Vishnu that is on top of the donkey. So as he goes to the palace, everyone is putting garland after garland, flowers, kukumam, sandanam, vibhuti, and the donkey is getting even happier. Oh my god, so much of admiration for myself. Finally someone is giving me something for what I did. All my effort never go to waste. So once you went there, of course they will take the Lord Vishnu and put it on the supposed place, altar and etc. So what happens? The donkey will be sent out. Will ask to be get out. Okay? And the donkey will think like, oh my god, what? The people do not bother me anymore. They have kicked me out. They don't care about me anymore. Don't they see me again? As how they looked at me earlier. So Swami will tell, not me, Swami. So Swami will say here, you see, we are like the donkeys. As long as we put Swami in our heart and thrown him in our head, we will be looked upon, praised, and we will be watched upon the whole world. But once we leave Swami out of the heart, and we throw Swami out of the heart, and we take Swami out of our head, we remain the donkey that is not bothered by the world. So saying that, every good thing that has happened today, every praises, even big bads, critics, remarks, everything, every good thing, I think we all would like to offer to Swami, because it is him that is in our head and heart. So thank you everyone, and I'll pass it back to the MCs, lovely MCs.
Thank you, Akka, for the nice story. Okay, so just like in Akka's story, we should also not forget the sculptor, who is the one who made the darshan of Vishnu possible.
So with that, let's invite the center sculptors, dearest Chairman Uncle Rama, Secretary Mohan Ramane, Assistant Secretary Harvin Ane, Treasurer Uncle Chandran, and Assistant Treasurer Vijay Ane to represent our Guru Swami and do the cake cutting ceremony. So lastly, I hope all of you all enjoyed this event and also the YouTube viewers. As we offer this day, our event and our efforts as MCs with love and gratitude to our dearest Swami on this occasion of Guru Poornima.
How does one express gratitude to the air that sustains life? How do you thank your food that builds you?
Whom to thank for the vision bestowed upon you? Whom to thank for the breath that sustains you? And still, how can one not thank?
Not that it matters to him, but it matters to us that we thank him, our Guru, the light of our path, the meaning to our lives.
So with that, we have come to an end of our celebration. We will see you all next week for our Balvikas class, so don't forget next week our class. So, as then you leave, please remember to offer flowers to our beloved Swami, and most importantly, please maintain silence in number 7. Thank you. And Saira.
Do take your prasadams packed outside and have a safe journey home. Let's end this auspicious day by chanting the food mantra and Samastaloka. Jai Sai Ram.
ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्महविर् ब्रह्माग्नौ ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्मैव तेन गन्तव्यं ब्रह्मकर्मा समाधिना अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः समस्तलोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोका सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात् ॐ ईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्
Effect பண்ணிட்டா